Hey everybody, this is Dave Phillips with MDW K9, a dog training company out in Tampa, Florida. This is Max's second day here, but first day of actually training him. We worked on crate work for the past 2 days, where I want him to sit politely in the crate so I can put on the leash without him busting out of there. And he's doing phenomenally well. It's only took him a couple of times, and he's getting better with each time we let him out of the crate. He is doing very, very, very well. I'm super proud of the progress he is making. Not only are we working on crate exercises, but we've also worked on place. We worked on that for about 30 minutes today, and he did very well. We introduced it, so we introduced it heavily with rewards. We rewarded him heavily for sitting or lying down on his little Kong bed that was provided. And I was able to get a distance of about 35 feet for approximately a minute and a half, and that's really, really, really good for day one. We're going to be working on that a little bit more tonight as well. But yeah, I even went in the hallway and hid myself, made it where he couldn't see me, and he remained on the bed. So we're definitely going to be working on that a little bit more tonight. We also did a lot of loose leash heel work. I trained him, did one training session last night, but today I worked him pretty heavily on the loose leash heel. I'm calling it a loose leash. A lot of people like to call it heel. I am instilling the command heel for the loose leash, so it's not a traditional focused heel. But he did very, very well considering yesterday he was pulling me everywhere. Except when we went to PetSmart, he kind of didn't pull me. He was scared, he was nervous, so he got behind me sometimes. But then he started pulling when he saw people, especially when the other dogs passed us by. He really started to pull at PetSmart yesterday. Today, he didn't pull at all at Lowe's. He got a little distracted because he was afraid of the doors or the carts, or somebody was waxing the floor there as well. So he was a little nervous. He's not sitting every time I ask him to sit inside or outside, so we're going to be working on that very heavily in the next 24 to 48 hours. That's going to be my main focus on, is getting him to sit, along with a few more field trips to Lowe's and possibly PetSmart in the upcoming days. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of our Lowe's endeavor. Mainly, I forgot the camera. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, okay, let's just go and start training. And we went there, and it was great. My plan wasn't to go there right away, but he was doing very well, and I was very surprised. So, yeah, we definitely made it there. We sat in front of the people. We were around a whole bunch of people. It was great. Like I said, he did very, very well. I was not disappointed at all. He's a very good dog with a little bit of fear. So, yeah, no, I'm super excited to work with him, and he's making tremendous progress just within not even 24 hours of actually working with him yet. Because like I said yesterday, we didn't do anything besides one training session. It was just kind of me getting to know Max and seeing where he's at, what he does, and what kind of personality he has. Unfortunately, he is only with us for 2 weeks, so that does give me a very limited amount of time to actually instill what I believe I need to instill, but we're going to do our best, and so far he's doing super well. He was bolting out the door yesterday, tried earlier today. We've been doing the door work. I call it door work. It's mainly where he sits politely at the door and remains politely seated when I open the door, and sits when we go outside, and remains in a loose leash heel during the walk. We worked on that every time we went out front today. Even a couple of times just to work on it, I pulled him out, and we worked on it for 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, along with, like I said, some more just sits. Because sometimes he'll sit really well, sometimes he won't. Sometimes he listens, and sometimes he doesn't. So we're definitely working on sits a lot, because I think that's going to be a pretty handy tool in the future when he does start becoming afraid, and he's going to be able to conquer his fears just by sitting there politely and observing the fact that nothing will happen to him. And yeah, like I said, here we are doing some door work. This is kind of the process in super fast mode. I'm sorry about the trash on the front lawn. I need to pick that up. And I will. And oh yeah, if you enjoy all that mess right there, my son, he built a fort last night. Well, I helped him build a fort. And he slept in there. It was pretty cool. He enjoyed it. He's kind of upset that he had to clean it up. But, you got to pick up. And here we are. We're outside. Yeah. Working on sits outside because he does okay in the house. He did phenomenal right there. I was surprised he did so well, actually. It's usually like as soon as we're coming out of the house, he doesn't want to pay any attention to the sits. He is paying attention to the loose leash fine. But yeah, no, he was doing phenomenally well. Here shortly, we're going to be working on the sit, and the lady's outside doing something, grabbing groceries or something, and he wouldn't quite listen. So we had to turn around a few times and lure him into the position. I really want to start getting away from the treats, but it's going to be kind of hard if he's not really paying attention on the outside world. I'm going to start getting away from the treats inside a little bit, but not on the outside. I'm not going to get away from the treats yet with plays, but maybe starting tomorrow we're going to be doing incremental treats for the place, where he'll get a treat every minute or two, not every time I approach him. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. This is Max's first day of actual training and his second day with us, and he's not doing too bad compared to how he was looking yesterday. He was looking like a different dog already. Thank you for watching, and this is Dave with MDW K9 in Tampa Bay. You can find us at www.mdwk9.com.